today.
And it feels good to be back.
Like we never left. Can you give me a clink of some kind?
Yes, I have a glass now.
My glass sounds empty. That's what an empty glass sounds like.
Aww.
It's your happy hour podcast. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what, ladies?
Friendship.
Let's talk about us.
Let's talk about us. Let's talk about
First of all, friendship is like being married.
It
Yeah.
It
is.
It really is. It's like the prelude.
But you know what? Doesn't it hurt more to lose a friend than a boyfriend?
Yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Right?
In a different
like
way.
a true friend.
In a
like
different way.
Like
yeah, it does hurt.
I feel like
deeply.
the
like in a way
friendship
that you're
breakups
really,
that I've had were like, I'm actually traumatized. I'm still
it
on.
goes to your soul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The man is like, I could replace you.
But I feel like the man, to a certain
who?
point, it's like you kind of expecting, like in the sense that we might break up.
Yeah.
We might not be together forever.
Yeah.
There's an
But your
understanding
friend-
from the beginning.
You know? But your friends is like, yo!
No, but you know what? It's true because even if there's an argument, like I don't know. I'm really affected by it. Like I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Like
I
I'm
actually
not
get
well.
sick.
Yeah.
Like physically.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
get so
not well.
freaking mad. I'm like, you're not even sexing me. What the hell?
That's the thing, though.
Who gave you the damn right to stress my ass out this much?
But then again, on the flip side, I have moments like Sibs and I have a lot of moments where we're like, yo, if only we was sexing, we'd be all good. You know what I mean?
Don't take it the wrong way, people.
No. But you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like, your friends, I don't know. I love my friendships, and there's something about them that I can't get it with a dude. Ever.
The utopia of life would be to be getting laid happily and joyfully, and then having good times telling your friends all about it. Like, it was so awesome. I'm not telling you any details.
You mean like what I do?
I was just gonna say, isn't that what we do?
Life is good, y'all. Life is
That's pretty
good.
much what we do, though.
That is what we do. And even when we're not getting sex, we still talking about sex.
Yeah, but then we're just like a bunch of really angry females on leather couches. It's just ugly. It's just a very ugly situation.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
D.
withdraw myself from
Yeah,
that.
I know, D. You getting it. You getting it all the time. But have some compassion. That's part of friendship, too.
I have a lot
Have
of compassion.
some compassion.
Sorry, boo boo.
Can you ask if you're wearing a yoga t-shirt? Enzo yoga to be sure. Is yoga the secret behind your joy?
Are they paying us?
They should be.
What's
Which
your
they
question?
probably is yoga the secret behind the success and not having to talk about the drought situation?
You know what?
Oh.
It's really cool that we're talking about that because yoga makes you really flexible.
Okay.
And like
I was
then
already flexible.
no, but like it's like in the sense of
It
like
reminds you
I was
of your
already
flexibility.
like normally flexible, but it really puts you at ease. Sometimes you're in a position you're like, I'm gonna hold it because I can, but get your shit done because I'm not really enjoying myself.
I'm not
right
gonna
now.
stay here forever.
You know what I mean?
I'm very in touch with my five senses right now, dude.
yeah, you know what I mean.
I
But-
could do this in a down dog, so you just
But you know
get
what?
it together.
But yoga is a great thing.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
I don't know, but I already had that flexibility. I don't really have a problem with that.
Do you know what?
That's
To be
awesome.
honest with you, I have really happy sex. I said the word.
Good
When
for you,
girl,
girl.
I feel like I came out the closet.
Good for you.
I have sex. I have the best when I am in a regular happy yoga practice.
Yes.
I do actually, because I'm so used to like just flowing into these like weird happy positions and being like, oh, I can hang here. When the other person's available, I'm like, you about to find out.
It's like, I hope you've been stretching.
Have you done your sun salutations recently?
Well, my reason is I'm just a Scorpio.
Okay,
but
as
I've
friends.
Met, you know what?
Yeah.
Though I've met some
You are,
pretty
girl.
stiff
I am.
ass fucking Scorpios. So you're
I'm
unique and
not
great.
stiff.
I know, but I'm
That's
just
for
saying
sure.
you can't. You're just Sybil because there are some pretty fucking stiff ass Scorpios out there. I'm telling
If
you.
you're a Scorpio, in my opinion, with a sexual issue, that means that you really have a sexual issue.
Yeah.
Wow, so eloquently put, Miss Lady Andy.
You're really fucked up.
Like you really need need to go see somebody about that
Yeah,
situation.
because that's not really a domain where, no.
Okay, can I
That's
share this with you guys?
Please.
Yes.
Because you're my friends. I was literally thinking about you guys when this was happening. So
Whoa.
I was playing golf.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Playing golf in Nigeria. I was playing golf
In
when I was
Nigeria.
and well,
Okay.
the guy was giving me a golf lesson, and it wasn't what I shut
Helping
up.
you swing.
It
Was
wasn't.
he behind you?
He
and,
was
like,
helping me
you?
with my swing, and dude, he was
Uh-huh.
losing his friggin' mind. He was like, "Can't you just hit the ground?" But anyway, the point is,
That's
we
an
get to
old
the
one.
point where we're getting close to the hole, like the actual. That's how much
That sounds
golf
all wrong.
class I took in my brain.
He got close to the hole, yeah?
He's like, stroke it gently close
Oh.
to the hole. Oh my God, this man is Muslim, and I can't. I just can't. And he was like, yes, gently, closer.
don't mean nothing.
Stroke it gently close to the hole. And it was like, oh my God.
I'm so lucky that I was not there with you.
I was
Because I don't care what the man is, you know I would have said something.
I must have seen like a woman of such disrepute because I was giggling my ass off. I was like,
And then you're like, how did you say I have
how
to
much
do it?
gentle- just gently. And with that voice.
Yeah.
And I'm convinced I understand why older gentlemen play golf now.
Could I ask you guys something?
What?
This is kind of weird because we're all friends, right?
Alright.
But do you tell your friends everything
What do you mean?
concerning your sex life?
No.
No.
How much do you say
Absolutely
to your
friggin'
girls?
Oh my God, I see so much.
not. So much as if I'm not very happy and content in that relation, like if I'm not super, super happy, you're going to hear about it. You're going to hear about what's going on sexually.
How much?
It's too much.
How much is too much, Diane?
Yeah, do tell.
On that sense, I don't know. I guess super open. I'm like, well, we used that toy. You should try it. It was great.
You've never told me nothing.
Oh,
I heard about one
I'm
thing.
sorry. I came from a
One
bachelorette
thing.
party. Like, it was all out. It was all
You
out.
got it out?
Like, because it was the kind of thing that, like, you know, you're sharing.
Yeah.
And then always that person that, like, drops, like, a bomb on everybody. And everybody's like, God damn.
It's like Pandora's box is
Yeah.
open.
It always
Yeah.
takes that one person,
Yeah,
and
too
then
far.
everybody's on like. it
Yeah, and
opens
everybody's
everything.
like, well, I guess my story is not a real story.
Okay, we can bleep this out, but did you talk about the, like, sex towel? Because that's amazing.
No, I did not.
Can
I
we
did
keep
not
that
talk
in?
about- What, the
sex
sex towel?
There's a sex towel, you guys. From now on, I can't look at towels the right way. I want to have a sex towel in my life, just so that you guys.
We'll just drop hashtag sex towel and you
Okay,
can
use your
use
imagination.
your imagination.
That's it.
But how much is too much? Like, what do you share?
You know
About
what?
sex
It
towel
depends.
area.
You know, if I can answer the question,
Yeah.
I feel like it depends on my mood, and it depends who I was involved with, and it depends who I'm talking to. Because
Yeah, because men always say that us girls, when we get together, we are much worse than men.
Well,
Right?
just get very specific, I find.
Yeah,
Really?
which is important. It's important to be specific.
How does a guy sound like about sex? So, dude, she had like
I hate that.
Yeah, did you hit it?
Guys,
You
that
hit it?
sound. So she those the boobs, and I was like touching her ass, and she was like, "Oh yeah."
And she like totally came like 10 times, and you're like, no, I didn't
Not
come.
done.
Oh my God.
Boobs were like
Sometimes.
melons, like melons.
Like, did she
guys.
die?
Do you describe vaginas? I'm so sorry, but do you though? Like,
I
I've
really
heard
wanna
guys
know.
do that. I've heard guys do that, and it made me really nervous about actually having any form of sexual intercourse or anything with a guy.
But we describe dicks all day, every day.
Yeah, but the way they do it is really harsh.
really?
Like when I heard it spoken about amongst guys,
Yeah.
I felt what I heard was like they were almost making. I felt bad. They were like making fun of the girl.
Yeah.
Like guys
See,
did not
I-
understand or appreciate the woman.
See, I
It
was-
depends.
I think it's
See,
insecurity.
I didn't. The men I've heard was just like basically, yeah, everybody hit that, or she's like
Okay.
basically, you know, everybody hit that, and that's it. Like, I don't really hear like details. Like, we're gonna go on about, you know,
Size. If
Size
it, where it was
and-
curving.
Yeah, no, but I have heard a guy like say once, "Oh yeah, I hit that. Her pussy was mad ugly," and I was like, "Oh my
Oh
god,
my god.
what makes an ugly
Ah,
pussy?" Like,
have they seen their balls? No. Hold on. Diane seems like she wants to say something. No, hold on.
Yeah.
As
It's just I totally
somebody-
agree with you right now.
yeah,
Somebody I know sent me a message. He was like, these nuts. You know, like he was trying to be sexy.
Ew.
And he was like, something to do with these nuts. And I was just thinking, he got me at the wrong time because in that moment, I got it. I was like, first of all, if we were going somewhere, like I was getting interested in like doing this magical mental dance with you, the minute you brought up your, what is it?
Balls.
Package.
Croatia area. There's a word for it.
Scrotum. Croatia.
Oh, you guys have to bleep that.
We
Okay.
won't.
That's
We
it.
won't.
If you bring,
We're uncensored
I'm
and
so
raw.
sorry.
No pun intended.
Bleep, bleep. Anyway, if you brought
Beautiful
up,
country.
he's like, when you bring up your scrotum, you've already just dimmed the light. Like you brought the lights up. Like the lights are going back up.
That's
like
it.
I'm thinking about
rose-colored glasses out.
out the window because that part of the anatomy. When I'm thinking about you, I don't see it until the right moment.
Yeah. When you can just dismiss it because everything else was great.
But
Or
you know,
it's just
but you
fun.
know what? Actually, men do talk.
Yeah.
And the worst thing is when it comes back to you.
Yeah.
That's happened to me, and that was really awful.
But like,
Oh.
Yeah.
like
No, it was good, but I don't
still
find
weird.
that's good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, like, I'm sitting there with someone, and someone actually had the audacity to say, yeah, so he said, you know, something about me giving head.
Oh.
It was a compliment,
Right.
but regardless, I find that
It feels awkward.
Really,
right? But I think
really-
it's more like the guy that was
I don't-
telling you that it's like out of place.
yeah, but
Because if I make you a confidence,
yeah,
okay, and then you're like you go on and tell on like
right.
the person I was talking about, then then it's kind of
Yeah, that's awful, man.
It's kind of. It must be weird. It must be.
It
Weird
was
'cause
not
like,
good.
you're like,
It did
thanks.
not feel, it did not feel good.
apparently you give good head.
Oh, don't worry. I got the dude back, though. I really got him back.
How?
Oh, I got him back.
How?
I opened an account. Oh, I don't think I should be saying this
Okay.
publicly.
All right.
But look, trust me.
You got him good.
I got him good.
It starts with account.
That's it.
Sounds like a bad
Let's just
situation.
say
A lot of
that
imagination.
I
on this
caught it. I
podcast.
made him. I put him in a compromising situation on camera, and he had no idea that
oh my
I was
God.
on the other side of the watching, and so we're all his friends.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
Sounds
you know
really
what?
awkward.
Don't fuck me over.
Don't you know
Oh,
what?
Lord.
For the people listening, you know what to do. Don't
Fuck
fuck anyone here over, cause
No.
you gon' get it. Cause you gon' get it. 'Cause
I ain't
that's-
making
get
no
it,
threats.
get it.
I ain't
No,
making
but
no
that to me, which comes to loyalty, right?
Right.
I think that's like one of the fundamental things. You know, like
In life,
yeah, that no between friendship.
Yeah.
You know?
life, yeah, loyalty is important.
Like we're talking, yeah, we talk about things in confidence, but I know that none of you are gonna go, yeah, you know. So she's having sex like this, and she's doing this,
Especially with a microphone in front of us. Hi, let me tell you a little something.
I've been holding back.
We've been friends how long?
You know one thing I want to talk about? I want
What?
to talk about there are people that you know your whole life, and then there are people that you meet, and within like 5 seconds you feel like they know you better than the people who know
Yeah.
you your whole life.
but
Yeah.
that's connections.
That is connections. I feel like that really ties into friendships because, see, I have friends that, like I said, I've known since I'm like 5 years old, and those friendships are never going away, and they know me in a way that no one else ever will.
Yeah.
But then again, I have my girls now that it's like, I've known you guys not really for that long, well, except for my sister here who's known me my entire life.
I was like, what the hell?
But I feel like there's a beauty in those connections. Like I love what do they say? They say a friend is like someone you meet and then you just randomly decide to hang with them.
Yeah. You're the one
Day.
who told me about like having a friend date.
Yeah,
I actually had a friend date.
really.
What's a
I was
friend
thinking
date?
about
Girl,
you.
we've had
You mean
many
like a
friend
hanging
dates.
out?
No,
But
but the way we date is like this. You and I are like, okay, we know each other. We've known each other, so we're
Let's
just gonna
do
do
this.
this. We're just gonna do it. It just
Yeah,
happens.
but Miss Lady Andy and I have gone on some serious friend dates.
really
Yeah,
awesome.
we
What
have.
do you do?
Well, like a friend date is when
No,
you,
we
you
really
meet
do.
someone.
We even pick each other up. We do the whole. I'm
That's
telling
it.
you.
But it's lovely
We
when
do.
you know each other and you love each other. But then you meet someone and you're like, could we be friends? Okay, let's test it out. you know, and I've gone on a few friend dates, and then not all of them have worked out, you know, and it's kind of
It's like
weird.
a real dating.
Yeah, it's like dating. It's like,
I honestly
we're gonna
feel
be
like I
friends.
don't need new friends.
Yeah, that's
I'm
it.
like, I'll give you love because you're a human being and stuff, and like I'm compassionate, whatever. I feel you, but I don't need you to be my friend.
I got my friends.
I'm good.
I have friends that I've had for like many years, and it's something I really cultivate. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter where they are in the world, like it's astonishing. And then it's what Asa said too. Like I have friends that I haven't known all my life, but the connection's like ridiculously out of this world. You know, like I don't know. Like I could read Asa's thoughts. She could read mine. Andy's in my thoughts. So are you. Like I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's just .
But there's something very comforting about that. Like it makes me happy. It makes my soul dance to know that there are people out there that really know me, get me, and I didn't have to do anything to get that. It kind of just it was there. It was just there.
No, but you had to do something. You had to accept it. You had to take it in.
You're right.
And
yeah.
Friendship.
You have to be
need
present.
to be tended to. You
That's-
need
Oh
to.
my! No, you have to cultivate it. You have to feed it. It's
Yeah.
funny you said marriage at first, but
did.
it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you
did.
did.
You did.
You did say marriage, and it's
I
like
don't see that
you
word.
have to work at it. You
Yeah.
have to work at it. You have to feed it. You have to take care of it. You have to tend to it. You have to show up. You have to be present.
But it's crazy because in some
Yeah.
cases it's not like it's. I have friendships where it's not that difficult to show up because just being myself, I'm doing a lot of the work, and I do agree that there is work to be put in like any relationship. You need to water it and like tend to it, but
It doesn't feel like work.
yeah, it's kind of. And even when it does, it's really not that strenuous. It's like, oh shit, okay, yeah, a little compromise here and there, but it's nice to find people where it's like, wow, we kind of just click. Like, I don't really have to go outside of myself to be cool, and you be happy too. And I keep bringing up civil, but like sometimes I'm
Yes,
talking
of course.
to. It's like
I'm
we.
so special.
It's like we analyze things all the time.
Yes.
And we love to get deep into things.
Oh
And
my God! You guys should listen to our conversations
that's
at
the
night.
thing.
It's a show in itself. Really.
We'll do a side project.
Yeah. A spin-off.
That's the thing. So we just get each other. So my weird thing where I like to get deep into things, she gets it. So there's no weird like, I'm sorry if I'm analyzing this. We're both there like, what the hell
We're
is happening?
both in the
You're
depth.
weird. We get it.
We
No,
get it.
no, but it's like we're both in this, like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, it gets so deep.
Yeah.
And we don't care because we're
We
both
don't.
there.
And it's just so funny because Asa and I could be on the phone for 4 hours and there's like no lulls in silence. And then she goes and does something. I go do something and I'm like, oh, I forgot to tell her something. I call her back and then we're right back
We're right back to talking.
2 hours later.
It's hilarious.
And then there's the other side of like people that like you've known your whole life, and that you gotta keep as friends because you've
Because you
been
know
there
them your
for
whole
the
life.
Yeah.
But you're like, really?
Yeah.
Do we have to keep going at it?
Yeah. Yeah. I hear
Like
you.
I mean,
Yeah.
in the sense of like, I wish you well. I wish you.
Yeah,
so-
like you just grew apart. It's like I love you. I'll always love you. You have a special place in my heart, but we're just not on the same page anymore.
Yeah, and it's just it's
That's
kind of that
hard,
letting go.
Yeah.
I've had a hard time with those, and many times they've not ended very well because they got dragged on.
Yeah.
And when we both knew, it's like any relationship.
That's
You know,
it.
like you know that you should part ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't. Yeah.
Because
That's
of so many reasons. You're comfortable. You're. Yeah.
Well, no, it's like that whole thing you just said. I've known you all my life, so you're like, well, how do you go about this?
Yeah. I
You
don't
know?
Yeah.
But one thing I really cherish, like, say, so Diane and I, like, when we were growing up, we had our moments because we're 5 years apart, right? So while you were going in your...
Don't tell people.
Oh. Oh my God, it's a big secret. So you had your moment where you were like, leave me alone, because I was the annoying little sister. But then,
Aw.
as the years went on, now I'm like, yo, you're in my head and I'm in your head. And we'll be watching. It's like if ever, say because we're both performers, and if ever we're working on a show or whatnot, all we have to do is look at each other. And I know what she's thinking and she knows what I'm thinking. And it's just like, it's freaking awesome. And you can't you can't invent that. Like you can't. It's there.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like certain things are just there.
Yeah.
But
You know?
it's all about connections, and I think, like, I don't know, as I get older, I also accept that there's different type of friendships.
Yeah.
You know, whereas like when I was younger,
Weird.
it's like everybody, if not everybody was at the same category as like something's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just realizing that there's just different types of friends. There's some friends that know everything about my life, you know, and really like, you know, deep things like you guys. And then there's people that don't, and it's like I don't love them any less. You know, it's just a
What do you
different
mean?
dynamic or like connection, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not the same friendship, you know.
Yeah.
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 True say.
I reconnected with a few different friends that I've had at different points in the past like month, and it's weird because I have this really easy cocoon that I come to with you guys where I don't even understand it. It's like you guys just, it's like at different parts of my life you get me, and I can get what I need from a soul level from you guys. And
It's like the well.
the well, yeah, it's like the well, you know, and just
white
knowing
well.
that you guys were in my life gave me like a platform to stand on. And I was talking to these other people, and at points in time I was really happy to speak to them because they remembered me from when I don't even remember myself and blah blah blah. But we would get to a point and I would want to give them who I was, and I just knew they were not suitable ground at that point. Like I got
For
to that point where,
limitations.
yeah, it's like it's not that they're not nice people, it's not that we don't believe in the same things, it's just that they're not part of a root.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're not part of a root with me, and so I don't know, I just felt like saying that.
I like that you said it's not that, you know, you're not alike, you know. It made me think about high school. You know, in high school you have your friends, at least me, I had a crew. We were like 12 girls. We were like step dancing together. We were
Explosive sisters. Was
Yeah.
the name.
we were doing everything together, and it was like, we couldn't imagine that one of us could like stray,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It was like, this is who we are, and
It's a crew.
it was a crew, but we needed to be alike.
Yeah.
We need to like the same things.
But that's what
we
a
need to
crew
have the
is.
same moves. We need to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It was belonging.
Yeah.
We needed that sense of belonging, and throughout the years, when I think about that time, I find that it was necessary.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially like as a teen.
Yeah, as a teen, it was a home. It was safe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's why there's crews, and unfortunately, I mean, that's what crews,
Mean
gangs.
We weren't mean girl.
No, but that's what
I
I think that's what crews and
Well, actually-
gangs are, you know.
Yeah,
You
but
need
it's
to
like
belong
it's
to
like
something.
protection.
Yeah. But look, you're actually giving the definition of exactly what a crew is.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that, but that's what crews and gangs are,
Yeah.
actually.
Protection.
Yeah.
That's what I
it's
felt,
each other's,
Knowing
like,
that you guys were in my life.
but that's, yeah, it's a crew. But I think that when you get older, we're kind of like a circle, but I don't see it as a crew, because a crew is like what Deanna was just
It's
expressing.
homogenous.
Everyone's like has to go by the same, like, you know, there's like these rules and regulations. Everyone's like kind of the same. You know what I mean? And
No,
what's
there's
nice
a
when you
mold.
get and what's nice is when you have a circle, is like a circle of friends. It's like everybody's individuality comes out and brings something to the circle,
And it's celebrated.
and it's celebrated and respected, and it brings something, you know, and it creates its roots, you know.
You know, I'm about to spit some knowledge. Some
Whoa,
sip
whoa.
on your
Drop
wine.
it, girl,
Can I have
drop
a sip of
it.
your wine,
Go,
girl?
girl.
Sip on your wine. I just hustled my wine.
It's like, I'm
I
about
knew
to
it
drop
was
it
coming.
college.
I knew it was
Hold
coming
on
one way
a
or
minute.
the
Hold
other.
on.
That was real.
Mr. Dave Chappelle says, "Thank you, girl. Thank you. Our culture has accepted two lies, although I think it's all cultures. The first is that if you disagree with someone's lifestyle, you must fear or hate them. The second is that to love someone means you agree with everything they believe, say, or do. Both are nonsense. You don't have to compromise convictions to be compassionate. And
I know where you got it.
Word.
Bam!
for the first time in my life, as a person, I understand that friendship will allow me to understand that statement. Like, I do not need to believe everything that you guys allow me. Give me the space to believe what I need to believe in order to be true to myself. And even when it clashes, we still remain loving towards another and connected.
That's so funny, because when I read that off of somebody's wall that we both clicked on, I actually thought exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah,
that's
so
why
that's pretty
I saved
funny.
it.
Yeah.
You know? And also, there's another one that I actually picked.
That's
right
funny
away.
because I saved
And
that
it says,
too.
please, by Rebels Market, I'm in love with these people. Please be patient. I'm fucking things up as fast as I can. And I feel like it's my truth. And there's no other group of people in the world who can accommodate that for me as much as you guys do.
But that's what I think friendship is. Like, I think it's acceptance.
Yeah.
And when someone's slipping, you catch them falling, and you know, like, that's what it is.
And
you
if
know
they're
what I
already
mean?
on the ground, you pick them up, man. You
Yeah,
help them get back up.
or you go lie there with them.
Yeah, for a minute.
Or-
For a minute or two.
Or you tell your friend, hey, you're
You'd be like,
running
"Have
into
forget
the
it. This
wall.
fish dirty."
That's
Yeah.
what I mean.
And then
Catch them
that
slipping.
person still runs into the wall, and you catch them,
Yeah.
even though you told them.
Yeah.
And you
that
don't
there
throw
was
it back
a wall.
necessarily in their face. Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have to throw it in their face. It's just like, well, listen, I'ma take you as you are. Oh man, one thing I love is, like, I really cherish, like I said, like, the most important thing to me is sitting down with you three ladies and having those conversations, you know, and
It's not the booze, I'm getting.
well, the booze is
booze
a big
helps,
part,
girl.
you know, for the happy hour. But you know, I really, really cherish those moments, and it's funny. It's like whenever we're together, like I remember, I just cherish the fact that we're able to be in every single state
Man.
that we can be. Like, I've had
We've
moments
seen
where,
each other, yeah.
you know, and it's so we have photos to prove it, videos.
We do. I do, though. I do.
Y'all aren't gonna see them though,
Nope.
because that shit's exclusive, confidential. But you know, like, we have seen each other in very vulnerable positions. Let me just put it that way.
Yes.
And I feel, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful that I can come here and be a brat, or come here and be really sad and not even see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you guys are there.
We've cried together.
Well, we're
We've
here
screamed
and we're gonna
together.
be at
We've
the-
laughed together.
That's
We've
it.
seen
We do like circles of love.
Right. At the
That's
end
it.
of the tunnel, we'll be
That's
there. Whatever the end is, it's always moving. We're there.
That's
We're
it.
either loving you, we're cussing you, but we are there. We love you though.
We
but
love you though, and
we
that's
love
not going
you.
away.
And that's always there.
Yeah. it's
You know,
so
I
nice.
have a confession. Anytime I have any kind of difficulty with friendship, when I'm like really at that point where I'm like, okay,
I can't.
I don't know what the hell.
They can't do
Okay.
this.
I don't know. I actually look at, you know how they have those horoscopes or like people who give readings on true love or romance? I actually go to romance and true love because I feel like I play out all my love, all my romance issues with my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And any love that I will have for someone who is this being that's my walker of life and blah blah blah, to death do us part and all that good jazz, I feel like my friends actually already represent that. They don't need the wedding, they don't need the sexing.
Yeah, that's it.
They
They're
love me
there.
if I don't make that. Yo,
But we do
don't
give
ask
each
that
other.
shit from
We
me.
do give each other jewelry, though.
We do.
Yeah.
You know. And
So we do
I'm
ask for the
quoting
rings
all
and
sorts
shit.
of people today.
Diamonds are love.
But what I saw was, and a lot of people really love this, and I was like, what would it be? And what would it be life? What would it be in life if you met your soulmate and you could look into their eyes and say, I am so in love with you, and I don't care what you do with this life, and I don't care how you act. I just know in my heart of hearts I'm bound to you, and all I want is for your evolution to be exactly what it should be without me interrupting it. And my true love is that I have no agenda on you, and I want what's best for you, and I will suggest it, and at the end you get to make the decision. I want you to be completely individualistically who you are. I don't want to impose and put my trips on you, and I want to only give you freedom to learn what your lessons are in your own way. And
wait, who wrote that?
Deborah Silverman, this crazy lady on YouTube.
I like that.
She
Yeah,
wrote
but
it.
your friends are also your soulmates.
And that's my point. It's like, okay, you
Well,
think
not
of
all
that
of
with
them.
this person who's your Prince and Prince Charming, and he comes and you want to tell him that, but you become very successful in that in your life with your friendships.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how I feel about all the people I truly consider to be my friends, even though I don't always make it, you know.
Yeah, and experience like empathy, and I don't know, I'm in this huge like phase of like empathy and compassion. That's just like the two words that are in my head. And like my boyfriend always tells me that something he really likes about me is that I always care for my friends. He's like, you have so many friends, and I'm like, I don't have that many friends. Like, to me, the people that are like in my heart, my friends, are so important, you know.
Yeah.
Like your birthday, what you like
Yeah.
things like that. It's like, you know, just a little like text like, I'm thinking about you, or hey, I saw this thing at the store and made me think of you, or things like that. And it's funny because to him it's like he's like, oh my god, you have so many friends, like it's exhausting. And and I'm like, to me it's like it's not hard, you know. It's not.
Yeah,
It's like my garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It depends what it for
It
everyone.
makes me better.
It does though, and I think for everyone it's different. Like, I don't know, growing up, my I don't have siblings, so my father was away like all the time, like
Or-
sometimes for a year.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, so my dad wasn't really around, and I really grew up with my mom, and my mother was helping my dad, so I didn't spend much time with my mother either, so I was a lot alone. So from a very young age, like, I developed friendships, and I had a sense of friendship as family
Yeah.
from a very, very young age. And I took that on as I got older throughout my life. Like, I really gave friendship the importance of family.
Yeah.
And now that my parents are both have both passed away, you know, it gets even more reinforced, you know, how important that is to me. Like, to me, my friends are my family.
Yeah. It's the
Like,
family you choose, right?
Yeah, it's a family you choose, and
Because God knows the other one.
yeah, and it's real.
Yeah.
It's very real because, yeah, technically, I have family.
Yeah.
Do I have family? Not really. So I'm just being honest about that.
Mm-hmm.
So really, my friends are my family, and I think,
And we're proud to be.
thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm actually glad that I because when I was younger, I was like, yeah, that kind of sucks that I had to do that from a very young age, you know,
Yeah.
what that meant, you know. But I'm kind of glad that I did, because now that would be just, if I didn't see it that way, I don't know, man.
It'd be much more difficult.
Yeah, it
right
would
now.
be much more difficult.
Yeah.
But I
think-
really do see friendship like that. I really see it as family.
I feel you. Me
You
too.
know,
I
it's
do.
it's that important to me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do too. I really do.
I really take it that seriously.
But I think we tend to forget that human beings are social beings.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, we're social, like, to the point that if, like, at the beginning of times, you know, when we were building our human societies, it's like, if you're cast out, if you have no one with you, you
Yeah.
will probably die.
Yeah.
It's a question of survival,
Yeah.
you know? And, like, we need each other.
We do.
We need each other. And you just find your soul families, you find your soul people. And sometimes your soul family are not your biological family.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
And you said something, soul family. That's something that's being come to light more in society now. That people are finding their soul family. I mean,
Their
that's,
tribe.
yeah, I really believe that.
Yeah.
You know, because you said at first, it's like there's some people you meet and you haven't known them all your life, and it's like they know you inside out, like for real.
They get you.
Even if you try to hide something, you can't.
Right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I wasn't gonna talk about that, and you just blurt the whole story.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh my
it's
gosh.
just
Or
yeah.
like me, like if I was trying to hold something back, I'm like, I start having body spasms and I start like looking
Girl.
like
Sweating.
No, this
schizo.
woman could not hide shit from me. It's so bad sometimes that like we hold ourselves back just to leave each other some space, because it's like if I'm not well, she feels it, or if she's not well, I feel it. So my first like reaction is like, oh my god, I gotta pick up the phone. And it's happened like so many times where I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, no, you're not. Okay, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
Or like even more eerie, like, were you crying under your covers?
Girl, I saw you do that. You were so cute. I'm like, I go in the room. All right.
Oh, that time.
I feel like, so how's she doing? She's under the covers. We might as well drink vodka.
Oh, is that she was okay? She just needed her moment.
She just needed her covers.
But you know, it's crazy. Like we're talking about like
Sorry.
friends. No, it's cool. It's cool.
That was
Airing out my dirty laundry.
that was our little trip to New York together.
Airing out my dirty laundry.
Okay.
No, it's cool. It's cool. But what
Okay.
I want to say is this, because we were talking about like different friendships that have different purposes. You
Yeah.
know? Serve different purposes, and all of them are important. And
Yeah, they
you know,
all
I
feed
feel
you.
like I feel like men and women alike have that friend or those friends that there's that weird sense of maybe a bit of competition or maybe a bit of jealousy there, and I feel like it's
a
always
frenemy?
well, maybe not a frenemy, because you know what, like I have this girl, she's very dear to me and we've been friends forever, and we always had this weird thing despite all the love that we feel for each other, you know, and now we're past it, thank God. But what you were saying, like we can really grow out of things and we can really learn through one another, because this girl, for a moment I thought we were never going to be friends again. There was just too much stuff going on between us, and but then at some point it was like, listen, like you're angry with me, I'm not, I think I have an idea what I did, but I'm not sure, but this is what I think I did. I think you might have felt abandoned by me. I didn't mean to abandon you. I love you so much, please forgive me. And even if you don't, just know that your happiness matters to me, and I fucking love you. Like I just want to move past this. I just want us to be happy, you know. And I remember like on my 21st birthday, I had this whole thing with her. Like I just sat down with her because for about a year she was very angry with me, but I realized she was just hurt, and she felt like I had cast her aside. And finally, when I caught on to that and I let like my ego for I was like, well, whatever, but like I don't have to deal with this passive aggressive weird crap, you know. And but then I realized like she's actually just hurt, and I had to put myself into her shoes and realize, you know what, she's not at a point where she's gonna come up to me and tell me, listen, you hurt me and this is why I'm feeling like this. So I had to kind of walk into your shoes and be like, okay, if I was her, I'd be hurt and I wouldn't know how to deal with it, but then again, I love you so much. And it felt really good to reconnect with her like that. And sometimes what I'm trying to get at is sometimes it's like ego, you just freaking drop it out the door, you know what I mean? And you just have to remember that you love each other and that the friendship is more important than anything else.
But I also think that friendships become stronger with maturity.
Yeah.
Because when you're mature enough to realize that, you know, like relationships, any relationship, there's growth. If you put your ego aside, you realize that the person that's in your life is allowing you to grow.
Yeah.
So your friends are gonna mirror you. Your friends are gonna bring up your issues. Your friends are gonna tell you about yourself.
Yeah.
They're gonna do all of that. They're gonna challenge you. They're gonna encourage you. They're gonna do all of that. But at the end of the day, they're there.
Yeah.
But when you're mature enough to realize, like, okay, actually, if you're not growing with someone, there's no connection. There really isn't. It's something superficial.
That's
Believe
true.
that.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Because
But, yeah, there's also situations where it's like you grow together, but
Yeah.
then it ends. Like any
Yeah.
relationship, right?
yeah,
And then
and
you
some
have
people
to learn how to call it a day.
yeah, and some people you're with them for the rest of your life, and you're gonna grow together,
Yeah.
and you're gonna go through stuff together. And like we said before, we've cried together, we've laughed together, we've like screamed together,
I think
we've sweated together,
Yeah.
we've done it all, and we're still here.
Yeah.
And we'll be there for the birth of children, marriages, more tears, heartaches, disappointments, happiness. Like, that's
All
what
of
it
it.
is,
All of it.
and I don't know, as I mature, I also realize that it's getting past those things with friends, but it's like that person is a pivotal like element in your growth, in your
Yeah.
path, in your existence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're there for a reason.
Yeah.
They're really a part of you.
Yeah. Definitely.
And they play a part in who you are and who you will become.
It's true.
Constantly.
They say that you're the sum of the 5 people you hang out with the most.
Isn't
So
that
I
the
think you need
truth?
to choose your friends
That's
wisely.
pretty awesome.
I've been talking about that a lot. I don't know, that expression has been coming out of my mouth so much. I don't know where I heard it again.
Yeah.
And it's like, for better or worse, sometimes you have to look around you and take stock. And it doesn't always mean, like, I know a lot of people hear that expression, they're like, well, fuck you then, you trying to like leave us and stuff. It's like, no, actually, if I take the time and the courage to acknowledge that I'm not where I want to be and neither are my friends, and I start focusing on bringing myself to where I want to be, you're more like, because you love your friends.
Yeah,
you know, they're part of the reason why you want to be better. So you don't just, you're not, if you think that the response is just to be like, well, fuck them, and I'm just going to go do me and not take them along. Like, you don't have to manage them along, but you're just not going to be with them, or you don't need to think of them along your growth. Then you're stealing away like one of the best gifts that you can give yourself, which is to just heal yourself, and your friends can get healed in proxy.
Yeah.
When you take away your attention from trying to fix them,
Yeah.
or control the relationship, and you know that you will meet up again and have trust in that moment. There's nothing sweeter than a beautiful, real reunion with someone that you actually loved and you felt disappointment sometimes with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
I think that
sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that, like, I think that one of the, like, you grow when there's conflict, when there's issues, when there's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I find that the friends, the people that I have in my life that I am the most comfortable with, the most myself, that I discover about myself, are the ones where, the conflict resolution is just astounding.
Yeah.
Like you ladies.
Yeah.
It's just because I know that.
No, but it's true.
No,
though.
but I shall put away my sword now. So what it is you have to say? Knowing I'm a deadly ninja.
For real,
No, but
though.
because you know that, like,
So dumb.
because you want to be able to be yourself without fearing the consequences of losing what's dear to you.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true.
And when you're in that space, then you can be honest without being like purposely hurtful.
Yeah.
But you're honest.
Yeah.
It's
But you
important.
said resolution. I think that's important too, because that's where the growth lies. And I think that's important because in resolution, once you have resolution, say you had an argument with your friend and you work it through, and there is resolution, there is growth. But in that resolution, there is so many elements. You have to put your ego aside.
Yeah.
You have to be compassionate. You have to have empathy. You have to listen. You have to also be yourself. All these things. So, of course, that's going to happen. Growth is going to happen with that. And it's so funny because when you're in the middle of it, it feels horrible.
It's very uncomfortable.
It's really uncomfortable and you feel horrible. But then once you're past that, I find it's like the best feeling.
It's freeing.
No, but with that person, you're like, oh my God. Like, we just made it through that. That's great.
You're like, could you imagine? Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, I do. I find, honestly, like, for friendship, honesty is just,
It's key.
paramount.
It's
like,
key.
it's so important. Like,
To me, that goes
authenticity.
with loyalty, though. Like, you know, but also it's not like the conflict between friends. I also find there's something to be said when you go through stuff together.
Yeah.
You know?
You see
That's
what you're
something
made
that
of, really.
that's something Aza and I talk about a lot because, wow, the past year. I don't know. It's like we held hands and we went on this journey that's not stopped.
Yeah.
But it's like actually nice to be able to look beside and you're on this path where you might be confused or you don't know where you're going and you're going through all kind of stuff, but your friends are right there beside you.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we're going on the battlefield. Okay. And, you know, you come out and you're tired and you're bruised and, you know, but it's
together.
like you're together. And there's something about that that's like really special, man.
Yeah, and if I can say this, I'm just really grateful right now. Like, I feel like around me, I only have people that appreciate me for who I am. And I do the same. Like, I my crew right now, like the peeps I hang out with, I freaking love them. Like, there's no more. I was telling Diane, like, now that when I meet normies, like just a normal person that, you know, whatever, you don't necessarily click with.
Normies.
I'm like,
I
was like,
category.
Hashtag
normies.
Yeah. I just woke up.
No, but it's true. Like, sometimes I'm surprised and I realize just how blessed I am to be surrounded with people that just get me and that I love, and then every time I leave, I feel energized and inspired to just be more of myself. And I feel like that's such a blessing because, once again, there are people out there who are dealing with a lot of fakeness.
Oh,
You
God.
know what I mean? And people
Do
who
not
don't
get
really,
me stuck.
That's it. Like, people who don't really have your best interest at heart, or who are comfortable seeing you in a certain position and want to keep you there. And I feel extremely grateful to have friends around me who build me up and who can tell me when I'm, you know, not exactly seeing the light, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know, I don't think I was always there. Like, this is a
No,
new
I definitely
level.
wasn't.
It's the thing, it's a new level of, like, I realized, wow, I've really weeded out a lot of the negative influences.
But you make that decision.
You do,
Because I remember when I made it, and I never turned back.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that are in my life now, because I've been told, I'm thinking a particular person actually told me, like, wow, you have like a great circle of friends. And he's right. I do have a great circle of friends, but it's like, that's not coincidental. She just got on who
This
No,
lady
I was with you
got
guys
on
the
the
whole
boat.
time. I got it. The
she
thing
just
is,
caught on who told me that. But anyways, it's just, it's not coincidental.
It's not.
You
have
know,
to make
like,
that
I
choice.
made that choice.
Yeah.
And all the people that were not meant to be there because it's not that they're bad people. It's that they don't resonate with me.
Yeah.
And
With your,
it's
your
not,
energy.
no, and it's not, you know, everybody has their book. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't go with who I am.
Yeah.
And at those times when I was accepting those things in my life, there was always drama.
Yeah.
right.
Always drama.
Keep the drama fun.
Yeah, and now I do not have, I don't have drama with friends. I just don't.
Yeah.
And people do say, wow, you guys, like, great circle of friends. Yeah, but guess what? I made that choice and I worked on it and I still work on it and I feed that.
Yeah. It's true.
Like Dee said, that's like really good analogy. She's like, it's my garden.
Yeah.
But it is like a garden.
Yeah.
You plant the seeds, you see it grow, you like take care of your flowers, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
You care for them, you know?
Yeah, and then it's just it's beautiful and it feeds your soul.
Yeah, it feeds, well, I don't know, like, I think we're all part of, there's, like, in each of us, I think there's parts of each other.
Yeah.
For sure. I definitely see myself in all of you in different ways.
Yeah, I do too.
And each one of you brings out a part of me that I'm like, oh yeah, thank you. I needed to bring that out. Just
Tap into that.
Like with Miss Lady Andy, I'm like a fairy sometimes. I'm just like la 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 sprinkle la la.
I feel like a little girl sometimes.
So silly.
Yeah, that's I feel
Although
super mischievous.
Although she's not baby me in a minute.
Like, nobody these days
She ain't
got no
babying
milk.
nobody. Ran out of milk.
See, that's another thing
I'm a
that friends
grandmother
are,
now.
right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
another thing that friends are. Friends are inspiring.
Yeah.
Like, you ladies inspire me in like different ways, but in the same way, in the sense of like bettering yourself. You know,
Yeah.
like you say,
For
like,
better or for worse.
That's it.
Sometimes they don't inspire you, they just push you, and it's an inspiration.
That's
Like when
for worse
That's
part.
what Miss Lady Andy did with me with painting.
Oh,
I
true.
was stuck.
Yeah, she
I was stuck. I was not painting. She went out with me. I went to buy paint. I went to buy canvas. It sat there for months. And one day, she decided, I've had it. You're going to paint, woman.
Yeah.
And what did she do? She went and graffitied my canvas.
graffiti.
Yeah, just like
She
yeah.
did. She did.
She
Yeah.
pushed you off
And
the
you know
edge.
why? Because she knew.
She knew.
She knew.
That's it.
She pushed me because she knew that I was just sitting there like, I can't believe she's doing this. And she's just looking at me with this smile. She's like, what are you gonna do?
That's it.
It
Are you
just
gonna
pretty
paint?
much coincided
That's
with
exactly
my
what
need
she
to
said.
be completely crazy.
And something
There's
happened.
alignment.
That's one thing I find
Yes,
amazing.
you did.
Okay, is what we're talking about.
Want a
different-
piece of civil.
I'm saying like every friend brings out something different.
Yeah, definitely.
In that situation, I was trying to be all gentle with Sybil. I was like, girl, you need to paint. It's inspiring you. It's gonna unlock something for you. But guess what? That's not what you needed. Andy, she went and was like, nah, what are you gonna do now, girl? Your canvas is all messed up.
And she looked at me and she's like, what? This?
Yeah.
This is bothering you?
Yeah.
How about this now?
Yeah.
Wait.
That's really how it went.
leaving out the part where I was drip roaring drunk.
Yes. She
Okay.
was rip roaring.
Yeah, she was
So that's a
drunk.
part of it too.
Emotional about my own ish. Okay. So it was just like, that's the thing, is that friendships, you get to like align with each other at
Yeah.
the right time when you're in two completely different worlds, but for some reason this clash is beneficial.
Yeah.
And I was speaking to someone today about something called the divine enemy. You have, and I feel like friendship is somewhere is two different polar opposites. Where you're just, when you're around someone, you just like, you can sit like two lovebirds and just have the same thought together.
Yeah.
You know, we're like, we are telepathic right now.
Yeah.
You know, and it's easy.
Yeah.
And then there's the other end of the spectrum, which is like, I know every single button to push. I can do it literally, and I do in my sleep. My subconscious is just like, let's go, you know, and we're tearing each other to pieces.
Yeah. It's like, I'm gonna make sure you wake up angry.
And yeah, and it's so funny how the people who live on either side can switch sides.
Yeah.
It's
You
true.
know, but it's always great to have those moments with friendship. It's so sweet and so like magical. Your heart explodes. Like the whole world's fucking pink. Okay?
Right.
And at the other side, it's also very good when you have the friendship where it's like you're pulling and reaching for the biggest, bestest part of yourself to stand in front of this person and still cooperate.
Yeah.
Even though you don't understand, and even though they don't understand.
But
and
you
you're
know
hurting each
someone.
other.
Yeah, but you know somewhere inside. It's the weirdest feeling. It's like, you know you're in that dark place with someone,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, you're pushing every button and you're doing this to me and you're capable of doing this to me. But somewhere inside you know
Yeah, let's
that
just get to the other side.
it's okay. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
We're not going to stay in this, like, it's okay. There's a, like,
It's not meant to stay like this.
No,
yeah.
you know somewhere. And that feeling is really, like, that's precious.
It is precious.
Yeah.
All around the board. Even I've had that situation with my guy friends too. I've had
Yeah.
situations where it gets a little lofty and you're like, ugh, I'm not sure what's going on here. But then inside you know that it's not meant to stay there and you're not supposed to just drop it. You just have to stick through it and plow through it and get to the other side. Yeah.
Or
Stick
paint
to
on
it,
their
plow
canvas.
to it, and get to the other side.
Stick to
Together.
it, plow to it, and get to the. Is that sexual?
Plow through it.
Girl,
Stick
you
to-
know I'm
plow
thinking it like
to-
that.
How do
Plow
you
through it.
plow through?
Well, plow.
Stick to
Why
it,
don't
plow
you
through
come
it,
and
get to the other
pillage
side.
my village?
Well, I'm sorry, like,
Let's just go here.
what other side?
I don't
Leo
understand
and
where.
Scorpio in the house.
Hey,
I don't know.
They're
Miss
two
Lady-
Virgos.
Miss Lady Andy turned it sexual. I was like, what?
Well, like I
Get to the
said,
other side.
yeah, y'all are Virgos, but we two, Leo and Scorpio over here, so we have a tendency to do that.
I was just trying to see the whole get to the other side.
I was trying to.
I-
was
Orgasm?
Well, can I just say my virginal
pretty
mind?
mom.
My virginal mind. was trying to take it. What?
Let's just get that bullshit shit out. Okay.
Who you kidding,
I'm
girl?
sorry, you just said I'm a Scorpio. She's a Leo. We do that. You're
Oh, no, no,
Virgos.
no, no, no.
You don't do that.
We
so
said
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
say,
We said
my
we
virginal
know that
mind.
version.
My
Miss.
virgin-
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is
And we're
us
back.
and our friendship talks. Okay? 'Cause
That
this
was a
gonna
perfect
Go
example.
on.
That's it. It could go on forever. But what I was trying
It
to say
will
is
go on
you
forever.
Get, you get
Well,
to
let
the,
her say what she gotta say,
But
though.
that's it. I'm just trying to say this. I'm just trying to say this. You get to the other side. You
Yeah.
get to the other side.
Yes.
You're holding hands. You look at each other and you're like,
Yes.
baby, we made it.
Yes.
Keep going.
Let's
Yeah.
drink.
And
Round
we made
two,
it
drink.
without even sexting.
And that's what we got today, y'all.
That's it. That's what we got to do.
Friendship is when you can speak in different accents and they don't kick you out of the house.
That's it.
And I'm not now. Peace.
Peace.
We out.
Oh yeah. It's true. I have to do my usual thing for all y'all listeners that usually listen to this. I need to do it right. Make sure to tune in for the next episode of
Let's
Talk.